Okay, our third speaker, Cummins, isn't here, unfortunately. They did send me some of their slides. I'm not going to try and present all the data sciencey things that were in here, but I'll just give you a synopsis of what they were doing. If you went to the causal AI session, or you've heard the Georgia Pacific folks talk in any of the sessions, it's the same underlying approach in terms of causal AI. In this particular case, Cummins was going to talk about improving their OEE metrics using causal methodology. And interestingly, there is both an agent component and a data quality aspect to this, but really they're solving a multi-objective optimization problem because they want to really make sure that they are improving the OEE metrics, but they want to take into account what's going on with maintenance planning, which is typically in a different system. They want to look at the production planning, which is in yet another system, as well as obviously the asset performance monitoring, where a lot of the OEE calculations are actually done. So you'll see the objectives for each of the three underlying systems. So they're obviously trying to achieve higher equipment performance and higher product quality on the asset performance side. On the maintenance planning, they're trying to minimize maintenance and downtime. And then on the production planning, they're trying to plan in such a way that they're keeping the production cost low and boosting that high OEE metric. A little bit on, let me go back one. So you can think of what they're doing is really they have agents that are really able to go and help update and create the causal models. And they're accessing data underneath that. So there's kind of the creation of the actual models with all the root cause and the kind of dependencies between different variables. It kind of helps create that. But then on an ongoing basis, it's kind of, it knows what affects what, but obviously it now wants to apply that model and analysis on top of real data. So you still have the agents kind of going and looking at what actual data is coming in. And I believe it runs it runs a couple of times a day. So they kind of update the model a couple of times a day, but it can also be triggered. So let's say there was a major downtime incident or a production planning problem. It can also proactively trigger. The agent can basically trigger an update to the causal AI models. I took out some of the detail on technology because I couldn't present those, but we do have Parabol joining the panel. So I think you can answer some of the questions on what they're doing and how they're doing it. This is kind of what they shared in terms of what the improvements are in terms of OEE, equipment availability. You can read production rate, quality, etc. So you'll see on the other side, all the ones that should be green are increasing, and the red one is you actually do want it to be lower. You want to reduce waste. So pretty impressive results. It's not deployed at scale, is my understanding yet. It's kind of early days. They're in the probably a wave behind our friends at Georgia Pacific, who've been doing this for a while. So it's a slightly different use case, I think.